state capitol to honor his life and his service today. The funeral procession is expected to start around 10 a.m. on Saturday, August 8th at the Ingham County Fairgrounds. Law enforcement agencies are invited to participate. Trooper Starr spent almost a month in the hospital after being hit by an alleged drunk driver on duty in Ionia County back on July 10th. He died of his injuries just last week. The visitation, memorial, and graveside services are being held privately because of COVID-19. If you would like to pay your respects, you can do so virtually by heading to the website on your screen. Another sunny, comfortable day as we get close to the weekend now, very close.
And I hope that we can hit repeat on this gorgeous weather because it's, not so humid outside, but that sun just feels so wonderful. Meteorologist Ty Shevsky joining us in our weather center for the first check of our forecast at this hour. Ty.
Yeah, weekend right around the corner, and if we could hit repeat, that would be great. I think we will in terms of sky conditions, but the humidity is going to be on the way up, especially by Sunday, the way it appears. Here's a live look at South Haven, nice and comfortable here as well. A lot of people enjoying the day by boat, by foot, or by beach, and maybe even a few people taking a dip in that now rather chilly water in Lake Michigan. Radar coming up empty here, and it's pretty quiet off to our west, too. A few showers in Iowa that are kind of moving this way, so we're not expecting those to have any impact anywhere close to us. Looks like a mostly clear and quiet night yet again for West Michigan. Kalamazoo 77 right now, Battle Creek 75, Ceresco, Marshall, Albion all at 74, Three Rivers 77, Grand Junction is at 78. In Grand Rapids it's 76 right now, Sparta 75, 76 at Hudsonville, 76 at White Cloud, 67 in Whitehall, and Hart is at 74 at the present time. I think in Grand Rapids will be around 74 at 7 o'clock with partly cloudy skies and then becoming mostly clear as we head through the rest of the evening with temps down into the mid-60s by 11 o'clock as winds go calm. Look at our August rain tally so far. We've had almost an inch in Grand Rapids, which is doing pretty decently. Our normal for the first 6 days of the month is 0.69 inches. So far we're running above average for the month by 0.26 inches. But it does look fairly dry in the 7-day planner with a couple of exceptions. We do have a couple of rain chances. I'll let you know when and if the rain could impact your weekend coming up in a few.
All right, Ty, thank you. Fire crews called to a vehicle fire outside Padnos Recycling in Walker this morning. We're told the car exploded just before noon today. The cause, though, is still unknown. The fire was knocked down in just a few minutes and was limited to just that one vehicle. Thankfully, no one was hurt. A man in Grand Rapids officially charged with open murder in a double homicide earlier this year.
Fox 17's Angeline McCall talked with the family after the suspect's court appearance today. Angeline.
Juan Nico Garcia, 30-year-old from Grand Rapids, made his first court appearance here. The most serious charges being open murder in the deaths of Quavon Lee as well as Gianna Braden. Both were found dead inside of a parked car off of Bemis Street on the city's southwest side. And according to court documents, Garcia apparently did confess to his father, saying that he did kill both of them. Now, we also learned from those documents that a jogger heard gunshots off of Bemis Street and then saw a man believed to be Garcia get out of a car with a gun. Both witnesses and cell phone records show that Gianna had planned to meet with Garcia, whom she had previously dated, and Quavon had offered to drive his friend Gianna there. Both Quavon and Gianna were never seen alive again. Today's arraignment, Quavon's family saw Garcia for the first time since his arrest.
I wanted to jump, leap, and hurdle and, do all of the stuff that you see on TV because, it's a hurting thing. When you hurt someone's child or loved one, you want to inflict that pain on them, but of course that's something that we can't do in this day and age. It's not an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth anymore. You have to go by the rules and regulations, but that's exactly how I felt.
In total, Garcia is facing 7 different charges as part of this case, many of which are a host of weapons charges because he was a previously convicted felon and not supposed to have any firearms. Investigators say Garcia's father also led investigators to a spot where they found a gun that was later confirmed to be part of this investigation and used as part of these homicides. Reporting live in Grand Rapids, Angeline McCall, Fox 17 News.
Angeline, thank you. Grand Rapids police investigating two shootings that happened just a couple hours apart this morning.
Around 3 a.m., a home off Quarry Avenue was shot at least 5 times. A few hours later, there was another shooting off Kirtland Street. Police say a group of suspects fired a few rounds at a victim and also hit a nearby car. No one was hurt in either incident. Police don't have any suspect information tonight, so give GRPD or Silent Observer a call if you know anything. A man in Benton Township is hurt after police say he was shot during a dice game last night. Officers called to a home off Agard Avenue around 7. We're told the victim was shot once in the stomach after getting into a fight with that suspect. No word on their current condition tonight. Police still looking for the suspect also tonight. An arrest captured on Facebook Live leads to an internal investigation at the Berrien County Sheriff's Office.
We told you about that arrest yesterday, and tonight we are getting our first look at that Facebook Live video. Let's take a look. Yeah, you can see that deputy there sitting on the woman's back, shouting out commands during that arrest. This all happened Tuesday in the city of Niles. We're told deputies stopped that suspect for a vehicle code violation. We're told that she gave them a fake name and then began struggling when they tried to handcuff her.
It's really quite frightening and really alarming. All of a sudden, he was getting her out the car, and next thing we know, he was thrown on the ground, and it was just a bad incident, man, that shouldn't have happened like that.
That 39-year-old is facing several charges now, including possession of meth and open intoxication in a motor vehicle, among a few others. The sheriff's office says that the struggle lasted about 2 minutes, and they are investigating use of force during that arrest. Well, more Michiganders voted in the August primary than ever before.
Yeah, according to Secretary of State Jocelyn Benson, a record 2.5 million people voted in Tuesday's election, and that includes 1.6 million absentee ballots. Also a record here in Michigan. Benson says that more than 10,000 of those ballots, though, had to be rejected because they were not received until after Election Day. She's hoping the legislature will update that law so the ballots received in the 2 days that follow the election can still be counted. Benson says despite the record turnout, polling places were relatively empty, but she's very proud the pandemic didn't keep people from casting their vote.
What August shows is that we can hold safe, accessible, and secure elections. Voters really showed up, voted by mail, voted in person, and demonstrated again that even in the midst of a pandemic, people want to vote.
And Benson's office is forecasting more records in the November election. They estimate 3 million Michiganders will be voting by mail. COVID cases are approaching 5 million nationwide.
This as more than 1 million new people filed for unemployment last week. Still ahead, the steps the president says he will take if Congress doesn't come to an agreement on a stimulus deal by the end of the week.
Tonight looks comfortable once again with lows in the 50s, but I'll show you when you're going to need to turn on that AC full blast in my 7-day planner after this.
Police in Muskegon Heights still haven't identified the victim of a deadly crash last night.
Police say a motorcyclist collided with someone in a wheelchair. It happened around 11 p.m. at the intersection of Hoyt and Seaway. It is still unclear what led up to that crash. A 21-year-old woman is in serious condition meantime after a 2-car crash in Ottawa County last night. It happened just after 11 along US 31 in Holland Township. Deputies say the victim was heading south when she rear-ended a car that was stopped at a red light on 8th Street. The other driver suffered only minor injuries. Investigators think alcohol might have played a role in this crash. Police are investigating a break-in at a cell phone store in Lowell.
It happened yesterday afternoon at the T-Mobile location off of Chelmsford Street. We're told the building was damaged and several items were stolen. Police say they do have credible leads on that case, but they have yet to give out any more information. And the ATV and the trailer that you see right here reported stolen out of Calhoun County last night. Take a good look. It happened near downtown Marshall at a home off of A Drive North. The ATV is a red 2012 Polaris, and we're told the trailer is equipped with a spare tire and a snowplow blade. If you see the vehicle or that trailer, call the Calhoun County Sheriff's Office.
People are still cleaning up after Isaias. The National Weather Service, though, today released its annual August update. to the Atlantic hurricane season outlook. It says that this could become the busiest season that we've had since we started producing hurricane outlooks 22 years ago. The agency predicts 19 to 25 named storms this season, and of those, 7 to 11 storms are predicted to become hurricanes, with 3 to 6 becoming major hurricanes or Category 3 or stronger. An average season produces 12 named storms. But, of course, Isaias, a lot of damage to the East Coast and parts of the South, so we don't want any of them, really.
Yeah, it really had a far reach, maybe not as much damage as down south. But meantime, Ty, here, nothing obviously that severe in our forecast. Pretty nice ahead.
Yeah, things look pretty quiet around here. Even the tropics at the moment, anyway, look quiet. I checked the National Hurricane Center page when I first got into work, and there's really little, if any, activity out in the Pacific and Atlantic basin surrounding the United States right now. So that's good news. Of course, that can change. Here's a look at Battle Creek in West Michigan. Quiet as well. Partly cloudy skies as expected, and as expected, nice and comfortable temperature-wise. We've got 75 right now at Battle Creek, and those readings pretty uniform. The cool spot is Ionia at 73. The warm spot, Fremont, at 78 right now. 77, a pretty popular number. Holland, Kalamazoo, and Three Rivers. South Haven, GR, Muskegon, all at 76. At 76 at Big Rapids as well, and 74 at both Benton Harbor and at Coldwater. Winds pretty light too, and variable. We've got a south wind at Battle Creek and east wind at Holland and a west wind at Muskegon. Everybody is under 10 miles an hour. In fact, Big Rapids is calm right now. So with near calm winds tonight and clear skies, look for another night with comfortable temperatures. First weather headline, it does gradually warm up though to summer levels. Not that today's not necessarily summer-like. It's a bit below average, but nothing to write home about, say about 4 or 5 degrees below average. But if you like the low 80s, which is average or better, we've got that coming up shortly. Humidity tolerable until Sunday as well. Sunday it does start to get kind of muggy, and that will help fuel some thunderstorms both Sunday and on Monday. Radar here coming up empty. We've got some showers to our west, but very few. You have to go really all the way back to the Rockies to see a little bit better coverage of any shower activity. This little renegade line of showers here out ahead of this frontal boundary, not going to make it here with high pressure in control of our weather, and it'll stay in control right through Saturday, the way it appears, as well. As we look at tonight's forecast, Future Track HD showing quiet conditions, light and variable winds, mostly clear skies, forecast low temp at 55 degrees for tonight. Average low 62, so a little bit cooler than average for this time of year. But our highs tomorrow cracking 80 at many, if not most spots. Even along the lakeshore, I think we'll make a run at 80 in some cases with winds generally out of the east or southeast. Look for 82 in Grand Rapids, mostly sunny. Spot on our average high for this time of year with light east to southeast winds. And once again, low humidity levels. Saturday becomes just a tad more humid, but still pretty tolerable with highs warming up a couple more degrees. 83 might actually be a tad conservative for Grand Rapids. As we'll show you here in a moment, we're actually forecasting 85. Rainfall totals through the day on Sunday now looking very minimal, less than 1/10 of an inch. So as you'll see in the 7-day planner here in a sec, we have a drop in there to represent that light rain potential on Sunday. Monday, though, better chance of showers and storms. In fact, look at this now. The European model showing that we could see up to 1 inch of rain over the I-94 corridor on Monday. Here's the latest 8 to 14 day outlook for temps. The bullseye of the warmest stuff right over the Great Lakes region, right over us for the 8 to 14 day outlook. And in terms of precip, it looks like we'll be pretty close to average. Which is not necessarily the best news if you want to keep your lawns green, because when you have above average temperatures combined with near average rainfall, things tend to dry out a little bit more quickly than if it was cooler out. And we do have fairly warm conditions over the next 7 days and only a couple of minor rain chances. I suppose 3 minor rain chances if you include Sunday. With a high of 88 degrees. More humid that day as well. And like I said, 85 on Saturday. So pretty good outdoor activity weather for the weekend. Sunday, just be prepared. You might have to duck inside for an hour for a passing shower or rumble. A little bit better chance of storms on Monday, and then Tuesday and Wednesday now looking rain-free at this time with upper 80s and 60s for lows and 88 for Thursday with another chance of storms.
All right.